In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NHL game happening on June 5th, 2023, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NHL game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Florida Panthers versus Vegas Golden Knights. The Florida Panthers faced the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. The Panthers were going toe-to-toe in Game 1 but stumbled in the third period to drop the first game of the series. The Golden Knights pulled away with a 5-2 victory in the first game with 3 unanswered goals. The Panthers hope to even up the series, while the Golden Knights will look to take a 2-0 series lead, and Game 2 should be a great one. Florida was a plus 115 underdog in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and they lost 5-2 against the Vegas Golden Knights. Eric Staal and Anthony Duclair each scored a goal. Sergei Bobrovsky allowed 4 goals on 33 shots faced. Florida had a very good offense this season. The Panthers ranked 6th in goals per game and 1st in shots per game. Matthew Tkachuk led the team with 109 points. He was tied for 5th in points and tied for 4th in assists among all players in the league. Tkachuk scored the only goal for the Panthers in Game 1. Alexander Barkov had 78 points, Carter Verhaeghe had 73 points, and Sam Reinhart had 67 points. Florida's offense was very good in Round 1 against the Boston Bruins. The Panthers scored 4 or more goals in 4 out of 7 games in Round 1 against Boston. Florida scored 3 or more goals in 4 out of 5 games in Round 2 against Toronto. The Panthers scored 3 or more goals in 2 out of 4 games in Round 3. Florida scored 2 goals in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Matthew Tkachuk leads the team with 21 points in the playoffs. Defense and goaltending were both less than average for the Panthers during the season. They ranked 21st in goals against per game and 22nd in shots against per game. Sergei Bobrovsky had a record of 24-20-3 with a 3.07 goals against average and a .901 save percentage. Spencer Knight had a record of 9-8-3 with a 3.18 goals against average and .901 save percentage. Alex Lyon had a record of 9-4-2 with a 2.89 goals against average and .914 save percentage. Lyon got the start in Games 1, 2, and 3 in the first round of the playoffs, and he allowed 3 goals in each of the first 3 playoff games. Bobrovsky has started each playoff game since. He has been sharp in the playoffs. Bobrovsky has allowed 2 goals or less in 8 of the last 10 playoff games. He struggled in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, allowing 4 goals on 33 shots faced. The Panthers have looked good in the playoffs, and they even took a lead in Game 1 before the defense really let them down. They give up 3 goals in the third period, and that led to the loss. The Panthers had a goal scored by Anthony Duclair and Eric Staal. The Panthers are averaging 3.06 goals, while their defense is giving up 2.82 goals per game. The offense has been ranked 9th best in the NHL during the playoffs. Matthew Tkachuk has scored 9 goals and added 12 assists. Vegas was a minus 135 in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and they won 5-2 against the Florida Panthers. Shea Theodore scored a goal and had an assist. Adin Hill stopped 33 out of 35 shots faced. The Knights were average on offense during the season. Vegas ranked 16th in goals per game and 15th in shots per game. Jack Eichel led the team with 66 points during the season. In the first round, Vegas scored 4 or more goals in Games 2, 3, 4, and 5. The offense was very good in the second round. The Golden Knights scored 4 or more goals in 4 out of 6 games in Round 2 against the Edmonton Oilers. Vegas scored 3 or more goals in 4 out of 6 games in the Western Conference Finals against the Dallas Stars. The Golden Knights got off to a good start on offense in the Stanley Cup Finals, scoring 5 goals in Game 1. Jack Eichel leads the team with 20 points in the playoffs. Jonathan Marchessault has 18 points in the playoffs. The defense and goaltending were both very good for the Golden Knights during the season. They ranked 11th in goals against per game and 13th in shots against per game. Laurent Brossoit started each of the 5 games in the first round of the playoffs for the Golden Knights. Brossoit allowed 4 goals in Games 1 and 3. In Games 2, 3, and 5, he allowed 2 or fewer goals in each of the 3 games. Goaltending was a little shaky in Round 2 against the Oilers, but in Games 3, 5, and 6, the Golden Knights held Edmonton to 3 or fewer goals. Adin Hill Draisaitl had a huge Game 6, stopping 38 out of 40 shots faced to eliminate Edmonton. Hill started each game in the Western Conference Finals versus Dallas, and he recorded 2 shutouts in the series and allowed 3 or fewer goals in 5 out of 6 games. He started Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals and was sharp, allowing 2 goals on 35 shots in Game 1. Vegas is only 3 wins away from winning the Stanley Cup Final. The Golden Knights had 5 different players that scored a goal. Vegas is averaging 3.72 goals, while their defense is giving up 2.61 goals per game. The offense has been ranked second during the playoffs, and they are going to need to continue the scoring here. Jack Eichel has scored 6 goals and added 14 assists. Jonathan Marchessault has scored 10 goals and added 8 assists. Florida is 11-2 in their last 13 games overall and 12-2 in their last 14 road games, while the under is 8-2 in their last 10 games overall. Vegas is 35-16 in their last 51 games overall and 39-19 in their last 58 games against a team with a winning record, while the over is 4-1 in their last 5 home games. The Panthers' defense struggled in the first game, and it's going to really let them down in this game. Vegas is averaging 3.72 goals per game, and they are going to go past that number here. Vegas is going to score 4 or 5 goals here, and that is going to be the difference here as they get the job done. I get it. Florida went on a tear on the road, and it's not often they'll lose back-to-back games on the road. But Vegas just took it to the Panthers in Game 1, and it's been a while since we've seen the Panthers have to pick themselves up off of the mat. I definitely think they're capable of doing it, but I think that'll come at home. Until then, I have to ride with Vegas at home here. So the Vegas Golden Knights money line is our full game side pick. This game will be nothing short of a flat-out battle, as both the Florida Panthers and the Golden Knights will be desperate to get a win. Game 1 was a high-scoring one, making it easy to think that the upcoming game will be controlled by both offenses as well. The problem is that both defenses have been dominant in the playoffs and look to step up and control this game. The Golden Knights, who allowed only 2 goals in Game 1, should limit the Panthers with Alex Pietrangelo, Alec Martinez, and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Adin Hill to make plenty of big saves. The Panthers, who have only allowed 48 goals in the playoffs, should eliminate and potentially shut out the Golden Knights with Aaron Ekblad, Gustav Forsling, and the rest of the defensive unit, forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone while goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky blanks the shots on the net. The Knights have an opportunity to take complete control of this series, while the Panthers have an opportunity to tie this series up and bring it back to the FLA Live Arena in front of their home fans. This will be a low-scoring game with both defenses and goaltenders stepping up to keep the score low in this one. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.